Hey YouTube, Kira Qualia here, bringing you all an update to my Cardfight Vanguard Eva Glitter deck profile for post-Clash of the Heroes. We got new support for the Eva deck along with all the other glitter decks in the Clash of Heroes booster set, or DBT11. The deck focuses on being able to activate and set research orders and then work in tandem with your glitter unit, Obscuridide, along with your go-to Vanguard, Fountain of Knowledge Eva, and her new form, Poison in Paradise Eva, allowing for additional setup for your other research cards, and then also more setup with your Obscuridide. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the deck profile. So for the ride deck, our starter is One Who Craves Knowledge Eva. The standard one wrote upon, if you went second, draw a card. Our grade 1 is an afternoon nap regardless of place Eva. When this unit is placed by riding from One Who Craves Knowledge Eva, search your deck for up to 1 research, reveal it, put into your hand, and shuffle your deck. Our grade 2 is Smooth Research Progress Eva. When this unit is placed by riding from an afternoon nap, regardless of place Eva, search your deck for up to 1 research card, reveal it, put into your hand, and shuffle your deck. So you have research search for all of the different Eva plays. With our grade 3 for the ride deck being Fountain of Knowledge Eva, along with the setup of this card. On the Vanguard circle, once per turn, you can counter +1, look at the top card from your deck, equal to the number of research cards in your order zone. Choose up to 1 card from among them, put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order, and then this unit gets plus 5,000 till end of turn. And on Vanguard circle, when this unit attacks, you can counter +1, soul +1, search your deck for up to, or hand for up to 1 card with Obscuridide and its card name, call it to rear, and if you search your deck, shuffle your deck. So it just gives you the multiple attack power that you can perform with your Vanguard as well. But the main play goes into riding into our new grade 3 Eva, which is Poison in Paradise Eva. When placed by riding from a Fountain of Knowledge Eva, search your deck or for up to 1 research card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle your deck and activate Persona Ride. And when this unit attacks, bind a Fountain of Knowledge Eva from your soul, search your deck or hand for up to drop for up to 1 card with Obscuridide and its card name, call it to rear, and that unit and this unit get plus 5,000 till end of turn. If you search your deck, shuffle it at the end of the turn, and then ride the card bound by this card as rest, being able to set up your other Eva again, but also being able to have the option just to bind a Fountain of Knowledge Eva from your soul, and then make use of the one that's in our soul that we rode on top of, to then have a free cost search for the Obscuridide, which can save our counterblasts and soul blasts for other cards. Speaking of Obscuridide, we are running the 4 additional copies of Knight of Blackness Obscuridide. When this unit attacks, if your aura zone has a set order, it gets plus 5,000. If it has 3 or more, it gets plus 10. And Glittering with Eva, when this unit is placed on rear by a card ability, which will be with your Eva Vanguard, you can then have this card if your aura zone has 3 or more research cards, get a critical +1, and on the rear guard and guard circle, it gets intercept and plus 10,000 power. Giving you a grade 3 with intercept definitely does help for being able to block additional attacks thanks to this card. So it's a definite 4 so you always have the targets to go for with your Eva when you activate her skill. For the other grade 3s, we are also running the 2 copies of a Bent Robust. When this unit is placed on rear, you counter +1, search your deck for up to 1 set order, reveal it. If your order zone has a card with the same name, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck. So then you have more search power, and when this unit attacks, choose 2 set orders with the same card name from your order zone, and if you chose 2, it gets plus 10. So you just have an additional plus power, and even more if you Persona Road this turn, thanks to this grade 3. The other Obscuridide that we run along with the grade 3 version is the grade 2 Great Sword of Fierce Black Flame Obscuridide. On the rear guard and guard circle, if your order zone has 3 or more set orders, it gets plus 5 power and plus 5 shield, hitting for some good power guards, just like the grade 3 Obscuridide. And with glitter on rear guard, if this unit was placed by the rear guard by the ability of this turn, and your order zone has 3 or more research cards, when this unit will attack, it battles all of your opponent's front row units. Just a way to clear out your opponent's intercepts as well when you attack with Obscuridide, or even just some of their more powerful grade 3s that they may want to keep on the field also. For some of the other grade 2s, we're also running 2 copies of Ebsage Adler. When this unit is put on guard circle, if your Vanguard is a glitter with Eva and its card name, choose up to 1 card with Obscuridide and its card name from your drop zone and call it to the guard circle or put it into the hand. If you put a card into hand, choose a card from your hand and discard it. So since you can use the Eva search from the hand, if you've gone through all your Obscuridide, the Ebsage Adler just helps for more of a recycle from your drop zone back into hand, or giving you more of a guard option with that card, since you'll get the +5 power or the +10 power if it's the grade 3, if you have that additional Obscuridide on the field to use for that defense, and the 3 research cards in your order zone. And then also the 2 copies of Bauble Mine for making up some of the resources, including our Soul Blasts and Counterblasts if we have to with our grade 3 Eva, if we're stuck on it for the Vanguard plays. And lastly, for the grade 1s, for the Sentinels, the 3 copies of Violet Dragon and the 1 copy of Elementaria Sanctitude, just to go up more defensively against the decks with triple drive. For the actual research orders, we are running 4 copies of Results of the Experiment, henceforth. You play this card if you have a Vanguard with Glitter and Eva and its card name. From your order zone, all your rear guards with Obscuridide in their card name cannot be retired by your opponent's card effects, protecting your Obscuridides for you then to intercept with them later on. And in the order zone, if your order zone has 4 more research cards, put this card into your soul to countercharge 1, and choose a card with Obscuridide and its card name from your drop zone and put it into your hand. So just like Upsage Healer, you have more recycle power thanks to Upsage Adler being able to add back, and this order being able to do the same once you hit 4 research cards in your order zone. And then for the last of the research cards, 4 copies of The World is a Blue Research Lab. This card, you play it if your Vanguard is Glitter with Eva and its card name. When this card is put into the order zone, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 card from among them, call it to rear guard, and shuffle your deck. So more rear guard setup, and from the order zone once per turn, you can Soul Blast 1 and rest 3 research cards in your order zone to choose one of your Glitter units, and it gets +5 until end of turn. Just an additional boost with the search power is definitely one of the better things that this card can do just to set up your field. With the remainder of the cards being the trigger lineup for the criticals, we're running 7 criticals, so 4 copies of Patrol Robo Decker Cop, and the 3 copies of Cardinal Draco Barbizode for just the additional pressure you can provide, and then the multiple attacks means that you may also just always gain guaranteed to have an Obscuridide being restood for the critical power to go to if your opponent uses a Sentinel. And then the next trigger spot being the front trigger, along with the +5 shield that the Cardinal, Draco, and Pyro has. You also have the pressure just for more power, along with all the different +5s that your Vanguard can provide for its additional skills. And then for the heals, running 2 copies of Cardinal Prima Nabalin, and then also the 2 copies of Creaking World. If you wanted to drop 1 copy of this card for another of the other great, heal triggers that we have for the additional shield boost, or just add in another Cardinal Prima, you can do that. With our over trigger being the Elder Breath, added pressure with the critical triggers, using this over trigger just for the doubling of power and critical to all your front row units this turn. But that is it for the deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed. Once again, big thanks to my buddy Nick for letting me borrow his Eva deck for the video. And as always, until next time, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and Kira Qualia out.